Speech title: Who I am makes a difference. Who I am makes a difference. And
there is more hunger for love and appreciation in this world than for love. These are the words by Mother Teresa. So good evening, Mr. Coordinator, fellow members, judges and guests. Today I am going to share with you a true story. A high school teacher in New York decided to honor her students by telling them the difference they had made. She called each one of the students to the front of the class and told them how they had made a difference to her and to the entire class. Then she presented a blue ribbon to each of the students with a golden imprint on it which read, "Who I am makes a difference," and she put it on their shirt. Afterwards, the teacher decided to make it as a class project and she gave 3 more ribbons to each student and instructed them to go out and spread this acknowledgement ceremony. They are supposed to do the following: see who honored who and report to the class in a week's time. One of the boys in the class went to a junior executive in a nearby company and honored him by telling, "You have helped me with the career planning, so I am very grateful to you." And he offered him a blue ribbon and put it on his shirt. Afterwards, the junior executive, the boy asked the executive, "Would you like to accept this extra ribbon and pass it on to someone by honoring?" The junior executive happily accepted the ribbon. Later that day, the junior executive went in to see his boss, who had a reputation of being an irritable fellow. So he went and told him how deeply he admired him for his creative genius. Then he took his permission to put that blue ribbon on his coat and he appreciated him for his creative genius. And also requested him, "Sir, if you would like to accept 2 more extra ribbons which I have, 1 more extra ribbon which I have, and can you pass it on to somebody in the same way by honoring him?" Boss was very surprised and happy. He agreed and took that extra ribbon. Later that day, when he went home, he sat down with his 14-year-old son. He said, "Son, a very strange thing happened to me today. I was in my office and one of my employees walked in and he told me he deeply admired me for my creative genius. Imagine, he considers me a creative genius." And he presented me a blue ribbon which says, "Who I am makes a difference." And the father went on telling, he offered me 1 extra ribbon and requested me to pass it on by honoring somebody else. While driving home tonight, I was thinking, whom should I give it? Then I thought about you, my son. I just want to tell you, my days are hectic, so most of the time when I come home, I won't be able to give you a lot of attention. Instead of that, I keep yelling at you for not studying properly, not keeping your room clean. But today, I want to tell you, you are a wonderful child. Somehow I want to accept, somehow I want to convey that you have made a difference to me. After that, the boy started crying. His whole body shook with sorrow. And he looked up at his dad and he said, "Dad, I wrote a letter to you and Mom in my room. I'm supposed to explain why I'm going to take my life. I thought you never cared for me, so I decided to commit suicide tonight once you go to sleep. But I think I don't need that letter anymore." Father walked upstairs and found that letter full of pain and anguish. Next day, the boss went back to work a changed man. He was no more an irritable person, and he also ensured to tell all his employees how they had made a difference to him, how they had made a difference to the entire organization. Most of us, due to our hectic schedule, we do not remember to acknowledge this to the people who are near and dear to us. We do not remember to appreciate our parents, mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, or colleagues, or maybe our friends. So on this occasion, I would like to acknowledge that all of you are present here, my fellow speech crafters, the junior Toastmasters, and especially our coordinator, Mr. Prasad. You have made a difference to us throughout this 6th session, helping us with your kind words and encouragement. So please remember, who I am makes a difference.